Hey guys, Andy Henderson, live from Forward Thinking. Welcome to Sherpa Guidance episode 85. 85 episodes deep. And as you know, I'm on a mission to impact the lives of 1 million people with Success GPS range of products, Success GPS business, Success GPS careers, Success GPS for health, and all the people that work with me to deliver that and to create that movement. And every single customer that I've worked with, we're all going for absolute gold. We're all going for impacting all those lives. So as you know, I'm Andy Henderson, and it's my job to guide you effectively to your destination. I'm the Sherpa guide, and it gives me great pleasure to be here, great pleasure to share with the value, share with everything that's going on in the community. And today what we're going to talk about is something that's very, very close to my heart, something that's had a massive impact on my business, my life, the lives of my clients that I serve, the forward thinkers, and it's something I would really want to share with you guys as well. It's super, super important, and by the end of this video, you're going to understand the 7 specific parts of the framework to really define who your dream buyer is, who your key client is, who is your dream customer. It's so, so important. You might think, well, I don't need to know that stuff. I'll deal with anyone. I'll sell anyone my stuff. But that's not the point. How can you market to just anyone? You can't. You've got to really focus in and really understand the customer that you want to deal with, because we've all got customers we don't like. We've all got customers that we love. Wouldn't it make life so much easier and better and more enjoyable if we only dealt with customers that we loved, who loved dealing with us, who paid us handsomely for the service that we provided and paid us on time, and actually we really enjoyed that relationship with them? If 100% of our customers were like that, wouldn't that make a massive difference? Yeah? Of course it would. So how do we do it? How do we understand and define why some customers are brilliant, why some customers aren't, and how do we get more of those customers that are brilliant? Well, I'm going to tell you, I've got precisely 9 minutes and then I need to jump on a Zoom call with a very exciting potential customer of mine that sells this product, which is amazing. Anyway, that's something separate for another day. So how we're going to do it. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you some slides. So here we go. So how do we define this dream customer? Well, the very first thing you must do is forget about the customer, think about your business, and think about the different services or products that you offer, the different categories. I don't want to, if you sell 5,000 different products on Amazon, I don't want to know every single product that you sell, but I want to know the type of service that you deliver. So it's a fulfillment service. You know, if you're an accountant, I want to know the specific types of services that you offer. If you're recruitment, I want to know the specific types of services. So you might have 2, 3 or 4 services, big, major service strands or product strands. So we need to understand and define what those are. So for instance, for me, I've got Success GPS masterminds for solo and micro businesses. I've got Success GPS for boards and teams, which is for larger businesses when I work with boards of directors. I've got Success GPS Online, which is a way for international students to access the services that I provide. And I've got a new service called Success GPS Careers, and I've got another new service called Success GPS for Health. So I've got 5 core services, 3 existing and 2 that are developing and going out to the market very, very soon. So I've got 5 services. So before you start thinking about your customer, you've got to think about your services or your products that you sell. And then what you've got to do is to take the top one. Take the first service, right, Success GPS Masterminds. Okay, how does that work? So we've got to define this dream customer, this customer that we love to work with, because we've all got customers that we don't like. We've all got customers that we absolutely love. But what makes them different? Some customers they just don't appreciate the value that we deliver. They just want the shirt off our backs. They're never happy. It says that I'm looking at my slides, my own slides. I'm looking this way, my slides are here. They always want more. They complain about the cost. They complain about service. They never ever pay on time. Why do we deal with them? Money. That's why. Wow, money. And why is it that we want the money? Well, when we first start off in business, we want their money because we never want to go back and get a job. So we want their money so it gives us business coming in, so we never have to go back and get a job. But beyond that, we need to figure out why we end up with all these loads of customers, but some of them are absolutely pains in the arse and some of them are brilliant. We want to get rid of the pains and we just want to deal with good customers. So I get that. So we want to deal with these customers that love us. They love how we do business. They're always happy. They want more. They're always willing to pay more. They're a pleasure to deal with. They love our services. We might even call them friends, which is great. We end up down the pub with them. Awesome. So how do we do it? How do we define that bunch of customers and bring them into our world so we can message them, so we can create a message to bring more of that type of customer into our business? Well, you've got to pick that first product or service, and we have to go from there. We have to go from that. We have to start from that exact point. Then we start thinking, okay, who are the existing dream customers that buy that product or service off me? The customers that I love, that they love me, they love the value. So you list them down. Yeah, you've got some great customers there. Jan and Carl and Mark, great customers. Really, really good. Really, really enjoyed the service. Really, really got a lot of value from it, and were an absolute pleasure to deal with. So once you've got that, what you then need to do is to start to be specific about what kind of customer, what kind of customer is it that I'm looking to attract? Is it B2B customers or is it B2C? If it's B2B, you need to categorize it. What's the location? Where are these customers? What industry are they in? What size are these customers? What size are they in terms of employees? What size are they in terms of revenue? What about the major decision maker? Who is that? Is it the FD, the CEO, the HR director, the sales director? Who's the decision maker? Who's the influencer? We need to know those things. So we start getting really focused. And when you think about location and think about industry, think about where you've got domain knowledge. Where you've got knowledge of a particular industry is a great place to start. If you're a B2C business, think about, you might think like, I can sell my stuff to anyone. Literally, I can sell my stuff to anyone and everyone. But you can't do it all at once. So you've got to narrow it down and pick one that you want to be famous for first. So what's the location? Where are these people if it's B2C? What age are they? Are they young people? Are they teenagers? Are they children? Are they older people, middle-aged? Are they elderly? It's up to you. It's not my business, but you need to define it. What sex are they? Are they males, females? Are they both? What's their income levels? What's their occupation? What's their relationship status, education, likes and interests? What are they? We need to kind of know this stuff, because the better we know this person, the more likely it is we're going to be able to get their attention and bring them into our world. So what do we do next? What do we do next is we think about their psychographic. We think about their character traits. And I hope you're getting all this, because I'm doing it really quickly. If you want me to do it slowly, you have to invest in the course Success GPS. We go through all this in a lot of detail. But I'm just giving you a high-level overview because it's really, really important. We have to define their psychographic traits. So these are my forward thinkers. These are the people that will work with me. These are the people that I want to attract the attention of. They're young at heart and in mind. They're ambitious. They're open-minded. They're into self-development. They want to focus on impact, helping people. Some are chasing money, but don't want to. Good people, they're professional, they've got high standards. They've got a sense of purpose, but can't define it. They want to make an impact, build a legacy. They're the kind of character traits that my forward thinkers have. That's what they're like as people. Sorry, I've just skipped a slide there. So when you've got the list of names of the dream buyers that already buy your service and you want more of, then you put the character traits next to them, and then you can look at them and see if it's congruent. So is Jan, Carl, Mark, and Jay, and Emma and Celia, are they young at heart and in mind? Are they ambitious? Are they open-minded? Are they yes, they are. So we know we're describing the right kind of person, the one that we want to attract more of, which is awesome. So once you've got that nailed down, then we have to define what are the problems that our dream buyer suffers from. What are the problems? So we just think about it, write down a list of problems. Like they've all got problems, all these customers, all of them. You've got to kind of spend a day in the life of your customer and think about the problems that they suffer. And when you've got those problems, I want you to write them down in a list. It's really, really important, because those problems manifest as pains. Once you've got the pains, once you've got the problems, you can then start to think about how the pains affect them emotionally. So how do those problems lead to pains? It's really, really important, this, because it's vital that we understand, the fears of our buyer, the things that they don't want to experience, because only by knowing that, it's really important that we only by knowing that we can get their attention, because they want to avoid it. They want to find someone who can fix their pains and take their problems away. So, and it's really important equally, once we've got the problems and once we've got the pains, we need to understand what result the buyer's looking for. What kind of result are they looking for? What's the benefit? What's the big end result that they're looking for by dealing with a service provider such as myself? And it's important at this point, read the screen. It's important to understand that customers don't buy what you sell them. They buy the result. No one buys Success GPS specifically. They buy the result that's going to come from it, which is more customers, more revenue, more profitability, more confidence, more direction, more laser focus, all those great things, and a map to get them from A to B, from this side of the Grand Canyon where their business is today to the other side of the Grand Canyon where they want the business to be in the future. So that's super, super important, the results. And finally, once we've got the results sorted, oh crikey, I've got the slides mixed up here. Once we've got the results sorted, we need to understand whether or we've got some evidence to back up that result. We need evidence. So typically we've got a host of social proof out there, social media and testimonials that say to us that we've done a great job because our customers are telling us we've actually taken their problems and pains away, and we've given them a massive result as well. So we really need to understand what the results are, what the evidence is, so we can promote that evidence in our marketing. So once we've got all that done, we've got the 7 key steps. We understand what the service is. First of all, we understand the demographic of the customer. You know, who are they, where are they, what size are they, what age are they, what sex are they, all that type of stuff. Then we've understood the psychographic of that particular customer, which again is important, their character traits. We need to understand what their character traits are, yeah? Once we've got the character traits down, we start to make a list of their problems. And when we've got the list of the problems, we need to understand how those problems manifest as pains in their business or their life. And once we've got that down, we then start to look at point 6, which is the results. What result is it that your customer needs to see? What big result do they want in their business or their life? So once we've got problems, pains, results, then we've got something that we can market to them, we can get their attention with. You know, and that's so important, because if you're just generally marketing to everyone without talking about emotionally led content, it's not going to land right. You're not going to get their attention. They're not going to come into your world. They're not going to pick up the phone or email you to inquire about your services. They're just going to move along until they find someone that tugs their heartstrings, that feels like they're actually in their heads, and you know, they think, bloody hell, what's that guy saying to me over there on that message? Bloody hell, that's powerful. It's like he's reading my mind. You know, that is so important in marketing nowadays, because we only have 1 or 2 seconds to get people's attention. And like I said right at the start, this way of working is really working for me. It's really making sure that anyone who inquires with me about using my service is a dream buyer of mine, is a customer that actually I can help a great deal, and they will get a lot of value from the help I can give them. So thank you very much for listening today. It was Sherpa Guidance episode 85. Bit of an error with the slides there, which I'll address afterwards, but I hope you got the gist of it. And defining your dream buyer is super important if you want to increase your revenue, increase your profitability, and increase the amount of customers that you're working with. Not only just the amount of customers, but making sure these customers are the right customers that love you, that value you, that pay you handsomely, that pay you on time, and it's a pleasure for them to be part of your world and you to be part of theirs. So that's all from me. I'm Andy Henderson, Sherpa Guidance. I'm going to take you through another bit of the dream buyer methodology on Friday in the reflection section. So I hope to see you then. There's only one thing that remains to be said, and that is, just remember, guys, you're only one step away